Hey all, and welcome back to the Hellfire.com's coverage of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I'm Antom64.
And I'm Tanner of the North.
And it's time to complete the set, I think. We did Spyro the Dragon, we've done Spyro the Dragon 2 Ripto's Rage, and now it's time for my favourite game of the collection, the set, the trilogy, whatever you want to call it, Spyro the Dragon 3, Year of the Dragon. Released in the year 2000. It was also released in the Year of the Dragon itself, so there you go.
Interestingly enough, though, despite being, the Year of the Dragon and making a big deal of it, it never came out in Japan until this Reignited Trilogy.
There you go. Well, now they know how it feels to have games withheld from them, looking at you, Square and Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, but since they take English in their schools, they could have easily imported it and not had issues. Not like Spyro's a lot of talking to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, third game. Hunter apparently lives with Spyro now. Don't know why. I guess there was a in-between story that we missed. But I would say this has my favourite story out of the three. The villain itself is probably the blandest. Sadly, we'll see the sorceress in a little bit, but she's not goofy like Nasty Nork, and she's not really entertaining like Ripto was. She's just sort of your run-of-the-mill, evil, malevolent, well, sorceress, really, but without the bite that Maleficent had.
I definitely think that, I agree, she is a bit of the weakest, but that's not, it's not a huge thing because you only see them in small amounts, and pretty much just at the end.
Get her! Stop her!
Egg hatching ceremony, I guess they do it here in Stonehill. Why not? They already had the assets. I'm kidding, it was like that in the original game as well.
Yeah, well, and in the original game, why not? They already had the assets too.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. A lot more cinematic, this one, I feel.
As it goes on, they improve their cutscene making, and they can play around more with it.
The eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent!
Here she is. Not sure what she's meant to be, but she looks like a crocodile dragon.
She definitely looked a lot less like a crocodile, more just like a general lizard thing in the original, I remember.
Go, Zoe. Take the information back and save them all. But alas, she did not, and thus we have a game on our hands here. Yeah, I don't think any of the adult dragons are big enough to go down the hole, sadly.
That's the one reason why Spyro has to do it. Not because he's saved the world twice, but because he is just such a dragonlet.
And, the fairies are too weak to carry the dragon eggs
The
themselves.
Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go.
This is the main reason, Spyro. We're all too dummy thick. The sorceress will hear us coming. Oh, Hunter. Could we get a bit less Hunter and a bit more action going, please? I don't recall that side glance in the original.
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance. You got it.
So, a bit more of a generic conceit to get the plot moving. In 2 it was Spyro wanting a holiday and whatnot, but I feel like the worlds, the hubs, and so on and so forth in this game is just much more titillating than it was in Ripto's Rage. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm just a very biased boy, and while this may be the jankiest game of the trilogy, I feel like it was rushed to meet the Year of the Dragon originally. This is just my favourite. I like games with a bit of jank to them because it gives them a bit of character.
That sounds like an excuse you would use on Twitter to enjoy your problematic favorites.
I would, and I would do it again, damn you. Nice. So, Tanner, we have a little bit of information about this game regarding the developers and whatnot.
Yes, so, the developers, what are you asking me to say?
Well, there was a bit of a kerfuffle development-wise with this, and someone else had to step in to finish the job for Year of the Dragon Reignited.
Yes, so for this, for the Reignited one here, they had to be picked up by Sanzaru Games so that they are able to get it out the door. Sanzaru Games, mostly known for working on the fourth Sly Cooper game, Thieves in Time. They also helped out with the Sly Cooper collection. They actually made Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal and Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. And they are working on Asgard's Wrath currently for the or no, that came out last year, but they're mostly doing VR stuff now. So they did a few different things, but they're not a huge company. This was definitely the biggest thing that they worked on, mostly because, well, they were working on this and then they got acquired by Facebook. So into the VR dungeons you go.
Yikes.
If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through.
A little bit of a change. We'll have people accosting us as we go through the hubs now. Bianca is obviously the sorceress, as like apprentice and whatnot. I wonder if we'll get a face heel turn.
Yeah, this Lola Bunny looking S character with very few, you know, villainous looking qualities aside from an easily discarded Sith cloak.
Didn't notice that thigh window in the original, I have to tell you that much.
No, I don't even know if you can make a thigh window on the PS1.
It's impossible, it's dark magic. Oh boy, here's one of the biggest changes for Year of the Dragon. We get party members.
Spyro! My, how
Which
funny to see you
some
here.
people are for, some people are against. Mostly, I think most people that like it are, you know, the ones that say, oh, they provide variety to the gameplay and all that stuff. But the other ones are just, you know, the same people who say, why do I have to play as Sonic shitty friends?
Well, you know me, I love SA1, and that level of variety just tickled my lizard child brain back in the day, and I like a little bit of variety in my 3D platforms. It gives me stuff to do. Now, I will say, Year of the Dragon does it better than, say, Banjo-Tooie, which has a lot more variety than Kazooie. Ha! Nice. We'll come back. But, what was the point I was trying to make here? Oh yeah, Tooie is bloated, Year of the Dragon is more streamlined.
So one other piece of advice we are given is we are supposed to be saying no to money bags. And that apparently there is some funny dialogue if you do that.
Bless up. What do you feel about the hubs being based on the seasons this time around, mate? No, not the seasons, the time of day. Seasons was 2.
I was gonna say, I don't think they are. They are based on the time of day. I like it because it actually does give you a nice natural progression. I mean, actually, if you think about it, they were also based off of kind of the time of day physically in 2, because the first one's in the day, then you have one in the evening, or in the dusk, and then you have the evening, where this one is literally built around it instead. I like it. It's a nice sort of, it's a nice change.
Not sure how I feel about them having eyes with whites in them. They were just basically stone creatures before. But hey, you gotta make everything consistent aesthetically.
Honestly, though, I think they might have done it with you know, like the blank sort of eye holes, and then they looked at it and went, "That's a little weird." Ah, Rising Superstar.
Oh, ooh. I ain't saying nothing.
Someone just threw away their Vita somewhere in the world.
Shame. It means life, you degenerates. Get it out of the trash bin, play it.
I literally cannot believe that a new Vita game just came out.
Really? What is it?
It's called Utewaru Mono. It's a Japanese sort of it's like Fire Emblem, but with you know, an Ainu sort of inspiration. It's a good game, but it's also on PS4, and I don't know why they also decided to release the Vita version at the same time.
All the skills we acquired in Ripto's Rage do carry over to Year of the Dragon, which I'm very grateful for. Not only does it give you a consistency between the games, like, oh yeah, I did go on that adventure, it wasn't just like an isolated pocket dimension or some shit, but it also helps the devs to develop more things for you to do right off the bat, while giving you existing puzzles and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. It's, you know, they could have very easily gone the approach of, at the beginning of the game, Spyro, you know, gets his head hit with a large rock, and he just forgets everything, you know, Metroid style. But no, it seems like this is the better thing to do for sure.
Tell me a little bit about your history with Year of the Dragon, mate. Have you ever played it? You ever watched any playthroughs of it?
So this was the game that when I got my PS3 and I discovered the PS1 classics on PSN, I was like, you know what? I want to play a Spyro game, but I didn't really know which one, because I mean, I played through a lot of Spyro 2 as a kid, and you'd think I'd go for that one. But then I thought, well, it wasn't the best bang for my buck, because, you know, I'm a kid who has to literally go and buy PlayStation gift cards at the time. I decided to get this game, and I played it for, I think I got up to the second world there, the second hub world. So I played it quite a bit for, you know, having tons of games at that time. I really enjoyed it. It was like, yeah, it's like a good Spyro game. Now that said, I have been watching speedruns of it from GDQ runs, and you know, to kind of prepare. It's much less broken than Spyro 2. Let's say they don't just skip to the end and get the Super Flame power up and then go through the everything else. They actually go do the missions.
Now that's interesting, because I heard even in Reignited, yeah, the dragon was still kind of jank and whatnot.
Oh, no, it is still jank, but as in, like, they don't go through and get the Super Flame power-up from the end of the game to break every challenge, you know? It's like they actually play through it kind of as intended a bit more.
Interesting. Now, if you know me, you know I like clearing out the hubs before we go on and whatnot.
I don't think there are, power-ups for Spyro, like permanent ones, if I'm correct. Like, we have them, right?
Well, we got the head bash, we can swim, we can climb if I can find a ladder.
So, for the most part, instead you'll be unlocking your friends, which do, they're kind of like unlocking abilities, but they are a little bit different.
I just found one of those portal thing in the jigs that leads to a different world.
Yeah, I can literally see it, Hunter. It's like right there.
I think in the PS1 version, you can't, because 4x3.
Yeah, good point. Well, it's a good job I know how to glide. I thought I was going to fail that.
I saw something shiny.
Sorry, I've been struggling with beating Connect 4 in Clubhouse games on Switch right now. Ron Weasley is a master of the craft. I don't know where he gets this power from.
Well, witchcraft, obviously. He's using some, you know, divination magic.
Some of the animations and whatnot are exhibiting a bit of the jank I mentioned, but, you know, when you have to draft in an extra company to do stuff, that's going to happen. Aww.
I don't know if that guy was cute. I don't know. He had a bit of an interesting expression on his face.
This is a Superfly power-up, Spyro.
It's okay, I just want to get the treasure, Zoe. The treasure right there. Zoe the treasure. Zoe the treasure! Whatever. No, whatever lets me get the treasure when I want to. I gotta do it on their dime.
So, in this hub world, we do have 400 gems and 5 eggs.
Okay. Coolio. And I think we can pretty much get them all right now.
Yeah, because I don't think, again, because of how, like, the friends are what you unlock, there's not, like, stuff that will be locked behind, barriers that you can't get. Because the friends, when you unlock them, they actually, it's like unlocking a level.
Alright, gonna go up here. Yeah. Aw, hey me.
Or ami, which is French for friend.
That's cute. Alright, so we got all the eggs. There's some blasted leftover treasure.
In the tall grass, as it always seems to be.
Oh, you bastards, I see you there. And after this we can go to our first level.
Yep.
Are you shitting me?
It's gonna be one more just, like, red gem. Right on the ground.
Nah, it's a 5. Are you... I'll get it, don't you worry. Right, are you motherfucker?
Oh, it's always the greens.
Alright then. First hub done, time for the first level of the game, Sunny Villa.
Sunny, because it's, like, nice and daylight out.
Villa, because it's all Roman and whatnot. They bring a lot of mythology into Year of the Dragon, which I guess is good because it's named after Chinese mythology and whatnot. Do you know what year in the Chinese calendar you were born under?
Pig.
Dragon, myself.
Aw, you got the cooler one. Then again, bacon.
True, very true. I assume these guys are meant to be like teddy bears in the original, but lions makes a lot more sense if you consider the Romans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are skill points in this. I should probably go ahead and open up my menu to see what they are.
As far as I'm aware, there's no boss-based ones in this, people were saying, which is quite nice.
Ah, so much better. Alright, Flame All Trees, Skateboard Course, Record 1.
My eyes were just stuck on the one that said, do the funky chicken. I'm just like, what does that mean?
There is a chicken that swims about in a level. A particular chicken, and you have to flame it.
Okay, well, we'll find that when we get there.
I'm not sure of the name of the mooks in this one. Do we have confirmation on that?
They did say these are rhinox.
Cool, there we go. So I guess the sorceress is like some kind of female rhino and whatnot.
Well, she didn't have a horn. I think it literally is just, lizard-like not dragons,
Yeah.
It's all these different, lizards that are mad that dragons get all the hype. And just, she's like, we gotta uprise. Just because we don't have wings, and, we actually exist unlike you.
Huh. Enemies are back to dropping gems in this one. I forgot about that. Weird. We're not actually going to be able to 100% this level without the first animal buddy, but we'll get back to it.
So that is a case of, we don't have the hub worlds locking stuff out. We do have levels still, because we need friends for some of the stuff.
You okay in the background there, mate? You doing
He's
good?
just having a good time.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll do your job for you. Jeez. So what do you think so far, mate?
I was just gonna say that I think this level got quite a nice upgrade. The Roman architecture is a lot more clear to see, where in the original it would just kind of look like, at least for me, more basic sort of just geometry.
Ah, you can tell it's a girl because it was wearing a bow.
A purple one at that.
That could be any, because purple's a royal colour.
It is, but yeah, you're right.
Gotta flame the trees. Must flame all the trees.
They don't get no decorative pots for decorating the places.
Indeed. Whatever you just said. It's good to be back playing my favourite game again, mate. I know you don't really have any experience with this. I'll try to divulge what I can, but I'm not some sort of brain computer like you, okay? I can't store all that trivia in my head without Richie reading off Wikipedia and whatnot.
Yeah, you know what? It's we all have our different things for our favorite games. Well, how many times have you played this? Is like when you say it's your favorite, is it one that you get back to a lot, or is it one that's just like it is your favorite that you played once or twice?
I've played it a good few times, that's for sure. The thing with me is, like, with my favorite games, I tend to play them, like, initially a few times over, and then I don't come back to them for years. So it's been a while since I have actually played Year of the Dragon. I definitely haven't played the PS1 version in a long time.
I see.
So yeah, this is where we need Sheila, I believe. To whom it may concern, Sheila the kangaroo is currently otherwise detained by me. Please return in a few years. The sorceress.
It's a nice bit of actually like in-world, just erecting petty signs for all the people she's kidnapped. I think you just passed a pot.
Each time a
I'll get
fairy
it.
zaps
Don't you worry.
Like this.
Go on, Zoe, do your thing.
It means your progress has been saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
Cool. The levels will get harder, don't you worry. So you said I missed a pot.
Ah, no, never mind. It was you burned the tree that was in it. It just looked like I saw just the pot under it.
Don't worry, your boy's on top of it, mate. He knows what he's doing.
That's true. This is the one that I don't need to be helping you with as much for that.
Okay.
That was indeed a large chicken, but it was not the funky chicken.
Nope, that comes later, mate. Should probably help that guy being chased by that Rhinoc over there. Get out! The Villa Bully. Bit of an easy thing. You have to do that, I'm pretty sure, to get the egg and whatnot.
Every game has its sort of free trophies, so that, you know, you get it once and then it's on your save file, and then you go, oh god, wait, no, I didn't. I rented this from a friend, now it's on my profile, no!
Oh, Jesus. It never ends. Hello, mate. Goodbye. Don't worry, they'll open up a shortcut so we can get back.
So of course, you know, as we are on the first level of the third game, you know, the trilogy does go kind of up, down, up, down, up, down for difficulty. So right now, we're back to it being just a nice, simple romp, you know. We'll get back to the difficulty later. Look at that little dance.
He was doing the funky chicken.
Ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Oh, I think they actually have Roman accents in this one. Oh, you see that?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what that is?
No? Oh, yes, I do, actually. I do, because I know we at the end of the level, we get a little buddy. And this little buddy will be there to help us.
You need to collect the animal buddies from basically every level, pretty much every level, all of the levels, I don't know what I'm saying here. What the fuck, Hunter? To actually get to the next hub world. Oh, it's all HD.
Hey, Spyro. I found this
So
gladiator
there's his
training
pants.
arena that also
I
makes
guess it was
perfect
to give him
for
knee
skateboarding.
pads. I never
Care
noticed
for a
that on the
test of your boarding
PS1.
skills?
There you go. Now, they said the physics for the skateboarding isn't as great as it used to be. I'll test that out myself.
Boarding tips from
Oh yeah, that's one of those things that you'll know as soon as you touch it for like 30 seconds.
Alright, here we go. It's these guys from Scalos Badlands. Nope, from Glimmer.
Yep, they were back there.
Woohoo! Tony Hawk, eat your heart out.
Play some ska music and, you know, have your mom make you some, you know, hot wings and maybe have a cheese string, yogurt in a tube.
You're making me sad, mate. These are Canadian dreams which I never got to experience.
Aw, man, you never had the yogurt in a tube?
I think I might have done once.
Go-gurts, they're the best.
This feels not bad, honestly. I can't tell if it's 1-to-1. It's just as good as to me right now.
Just looking at it, I mean, I'm only controlling with my eyes right now, which would be a horrible way to play a video game, but, you know, just looking at it, I'm like, this looks like it controls nicely.
Skate around here, getting all the treasure and whatnot. Oh, I see you over there.
Thankfully, this here isn't timed. You get free time to, you know, go around, explore, know this place, because there is other challenges that we'll get to here.
I must know this place like I know myself. Oh, I didn't fall off. Interesting.
Yeah, that was surprising, actually.
Come here, you. Hello, you. Gonna flame you?
I was gonna say, is this the only game with a animal with 4 feet going on a skateboard? No, because of the Disney skateboarding game had Simba skateboarding.
Absolutely.
Which is weird now that I say it. Just saying those words is a bit strange.
I wonder if we'll ever stream that. I think I have actually streamed it before.
I've heard that it's pretty good. It's just a Disney reskin on, a good skating engine.
Alright, I'm missing 2, but I'm not sure where the last 2 are, actually.
I miss the days when, there was like 4 or 5 companies with different skate engines that would all, have their own skate engines to make games with.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Just getting off the board to get some of the more interesting to get treasures here.
I think there was one way up in the sky right above you.
Yes. Don't you worry, I got this shit.
You need to have a big jump to get up to him.
Big boy jumps, let's go. Love the polish on these ramps.
I mean, it's the shine on it is quite nice. It makes sense because, you want that low friction.
Now, where's the last one of these fuckers?
I didn't see one.
Maybe I'll go high and see what's what. Whoa, okay, that was a bit weird.
That was a bit strange. Just a touch.
There are things where if you lose your board, I think you get disqualified, but for the most part, it kind of takes it easy with this stuff. You can tell, you know, the developers at the time were just like, just kick back, bro. Just have a bit of skateboarding fun.
Someone on development was like, yo, but what if the dragon was Tony Hawk? And then everyone in the office, who were totally plastered, were like, let's do it.
Where are you? Are you up there? Are you hiding up there? I will find you.
And I will kill you. Oh, there he was, yep.
I'm coming for you, sucker.
He was on that little ramp up there.
Shasha! Hiding from me, making me look a fool in front of my LP friends.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Oh boy. That's not good. Lizards eat eggs, I'm pretty sure.
That they do, and boy, what a feast that would have been.
That guy's already fully formed, though. That's weird.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out,
Alright, now this is where the challenge comes in.
Time limit, no wipeout. Let's go.
Go get him, Spyro!
So there is actually an Easter egg, a cheat code that you can use in this section, or any skateboarding section, that can replace the skateboard with a squid. This, I did a bit of research. Apparently, there was going to be a mini-game involving Spyro riding a squid in another level. And then they scrapped it because they said it's kind of redundant with the skateboarding. It's only going to be used in one world. But the guy who coded the squid there was like, I love this squid. It's my baby. Can we fit him in the game somewhere? And so they decided, yeah, we love this squid. Let's put him in as a secret skateboarding, you know, alternate thing so that you can squid skate instead.
That's precious. Alrighty, more to get.
The hard part is when they start to run around, because of course you want to be careful that they don't run in a place that can harm you if you're on, you know, your skateboard there, because no falling off. That's the rule. Make sure you do those ollies correctly, or whatever they are that you're doing. That's not an ollie. I know that's not an ollie.
Yeah, it's too magnificent to be an ollie, I think.
I've played enough Tony Hawk to know an ollie is a thing you do on the ground.
Tony Hawk would be like, damn, why have you abandoned me, Gravity?
He'd be like, man, I wish people acknowledged I exist still.
Please stop gaslighting Tony Hawk, he doesn't deserve it.
Everyone in the world is like against Tony Hawk. Okay, this is a real story. One time when I was teaching in class, I mentioned the name Tony Hawk and the kids were like, who? And I was so upset that I went and showed them like everything Tony Hawk has done, and I'm like, this guy is the coolest, and they're like, it's just a guy doing skateboarding. It's not even cool because it's not a longboard, and I'm like, I am so upset right now.
Alright, Tom, you've got an entire minute to catch the last one. You can do this.
I mean, we said it's tougher, we didn't say it's super difficult.
It might be hard for your little babby reflexes to get to grips with, especially with the no wiping challenge, so ew. Maybe I should rephrase things before I speak.
Might be a good idea.
Let's stay daisy fresh, y'all. Aww.
I like how it freezes and its eyes are crossed while it does that. What a dumb little baby.
Babies are dumb, you're right.
They are.
I could defeat 5,000 babies before anyone could stop me.
Dude, babies, you can put an object in front of them and they don't even know you exist anymore. They have no object permanence. What a stupid thing.
Right, let's have a look at the guidebook. Skateboard course record 1. What does that mean exactly, though?
I can give it a Google. It's probably to do it in a certain amount of time. So, Spyro, Year of the Dragon, skill points. Doesn't say the actual time that we need.
Coolio. Let's go. It's just points and whatnot.
Oh, it's just a point one. Okay. Yeah, so we need to get at least I think 1,500 points.
Darn. Well, it's not a single wipeout, so... Woohoo! It's not as intense as Pro Skater, but it's not meant to be. I can spin, and that's about it.
So if you notice, you got a crush combo there. Now, there are actually a whole bunch of moves. In fact, you can do a move called the Nasty Nork, which is a backflip followed by a Twisted Lemon, which is a backflip and a roll at the same time. So there's all sorts of actually, you know, like there's a move list here.
Yeah. Darn. I forget how to initiate twists and whatnot, or things. There we go, it's the triangle button.
Ah, there you go. So yeah, if you do a roll and a backflip after a just regular backflip, that's a Nasty Nork.
Yeah, why did it allow me to do that? That's kind of silly.
You know what? That's fine.
Balls.
And yet that I would have said should have stayed.
It's fine. I'm not salty. I'm skating. Bless. Bless you, Tony Hawk. You're real in our hearts, mate.
You're valid for us, even if people don't believe you exist anymore.
Yeah. Booyah!
There you go.
Skill point acquired. Just ignore all the times I wiped out. I would like to get off, please. We're just going to ignore that little physics display there.
It's like you just ride the skateboard out of here. That'd be sick. Skateboard through the regular level till you crash.
Yeah, so I'm obviously a bit rusty on my stuff, but hey, that's Sunnyvilla done.
Well, done as much as we can for now. We'll be back when we have a few more items, or rather, friends. Don't call your friends items.
Yeah,